Good afternoon, folks. How we doing? How we doing today? Travel. That's what's on the agenda today. Let's travel. Let's drill bowling balls. Let's talk about camping. That's what we're here for, folks. Pick up on that algorithm. Tell us how you like to camp, you like to hike, and tell us where you go. And if you're in a different state, tell me the best place to go in your state for that hike or that camp. Welcome in. Hello, Keith. Good afternoon, sir. I have nothing to do today but drive live. I might even have a fire later on. We'll see how this all works out for us. Looks like we got a deputy living in the neighborhood. Good deal. I gotta swing by, hopefully find a for sale sign on a property. Go over to the next little town, the burg, the city, and drill up a bowling ball. Barney 5. Now, come on, Andy. I got my bullet in my pocket and I'm ready to go. Welcome in, everyone. How's your Sunday? Some of you, it's already over with. I can remember a time when this was all woods through here. When I first moved up here, we hunted this area. And now look at it, not hardly a tree anywhere. Keith, how is things going for you? All good? Ready for the Christmas? So this is Christmas. All good. We got to get some of these other folks in here chatting with us and commenting And I appreciate you leaving me a comment on my videos. That helps out the algorithm. I gotta remember to stop at the grocery store. First day of winter it is. I was just redoing my calendar for 2026. Well, it looks like they have moved the people off the little lot here. Somebody stuck a for sale sign up here, and it wasn't too long then somebody throwed a camper on there. So I tell you, 5 acres is not a very big spot when you're packed in between houses. Welcome in, folks. Say hello to us. We are probably getting people from India and all over the world right now. They're afraid to talk to us. Some people are, believe it or not, I am very shy. I don't like the big crowds. But I can talk on here behind this thing and nobody see me. Or every once in a while show my face, but I don't mind. Maybe I'm coming out of it. But we have a fresh new cup of coffee and we're ready for it. Even if it's someone you know. I'm hopefully this drilling won't take very long at all over here, and I'll get back. I got everything prepped for a little fire tonight if the wind doesn't pick up. I got a late night laundry date anyhow, so not gonna hurt to smoke up a few clothing. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Let's talk about some travel, some camping. Keith, you do any of that anymore? The wife's idea of camping is a hotel room. She enjoys those trips. Nice little spot of land out there, about 14 acres on the river. Too bad to have a giant train that runs through there. And I can see someone has pulled the camper off that property back there too. Howdy. Hello, Mr. Memer. How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Tell us about your Sunday, where you're from, and anything else. Trucking along. Safe travels to you, my friend. What state are you rolling through? Hello, Charles. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Southern Cali, where the prices of fuel, are they still above $4? Hello, Jay. JY Tube. How you doing? And congratulations. Most of the land here that's sitting empty has more trash on it than the city dump. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's holding steady here at, I think, 214 today. Fuel, that is. Well, if you get a piece of farmland, they're probably going for about 10,000 if it's an open field. If you got any kind of trees or thing on it, it's probably 12 to 15 an acre. And they got all these laws up here that if you have so much farmland, you have to hold so many acres of woods in order to receive these government grants or whatever the farmers get. So it's hard for anybody to pick up on it. But when they do sell land, the first thing people do is cut every tree off of it. I just don't understand. Sort of like a conflict of interest for me. Charles, are you doing any better today, man? They do, but I want trees to look at, not to cut down. I mean, if I had 300 acres of somewhere of big trees, maybe there'd be a log cabin in future, or a sawmill with, you know, where I can make my own lumber, but I wouldn't go in and cut them all down just to make room to grow a crop. There you go, man. That's all you can do. Keep it rolling. Northwest Ohio. I gotta make my first little pit stop up here at the little petrol station. And the sun shines bright. Probably about 20 miles straight west of me, around the Indiana border, Michigan border. Okay. I'll have to tell the wife that when I get home. She was born and raised there. I'm from the state down south, Kentucky. Welcome back, Connor. Are you feeling better today? And did you make it over to watch my video? I asked about, I don't know, 2 different lives. And I've got 2 people that actually have, I mean, I don't know, maybe 10 people who have watched it, and only 3 people that have commented since I asked that question. That's okay. That's okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I shall return. Well, that's good. Get that fevered out. We're back. We are back. We are going to go over and drill up some bowling balls here. Did I miss anything, Charles? Looked like I got a thumbs up. A thumbs up, yep. Thank you. A thumbs up and a beef snacker. Well, Charles, I was just telling Keith earlier, I just jumped on here for just a few minutes to say hi. I'm gonna have a little fire, hopefully about 7 o'clock, 6:30 or 7. Sit outside and chill for a while. Yep, it's supposed to be warm here too. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere we go. Well, I'll talk to you for 10 more miles. How about that? Croatia. Hello, Joseph. Welcome in. Tell us about the weather in Croatia. A lot of pretty trees along the river here. Joseph, how you doing? Hello, Putty Cat. Well, Putty Cat, that's where I'm going to spend my Christmas. Some beach somewhere. Mrs. D is already talking about coming back down. We'll probably, maybe next time we'll stay in the Tampa area, Palm Harbor. Hello, Reel. Well, 2 days so far. Don't push it. I think we're supposed to get snow tomorrow. As far as the snow melting off, I think when did I get back? Back to work on Thursday. It had snowed what? Saturday or Sunday night here. So yep, we've made a whole week. I think one of those days we got a few flurries, but it wasn't too bad. I gotta go over and drill up a bowling ball. Somebody said there was well, more like fun. I wouldn't call it work. Yeah, I was out in the yard today prepping for that fire tonight, and the wind had taken out a huge limb out of the front tree. I pretty much got a full fire pit from that one limb. Only one big tree come down at the park, which was good. Oh yeah, Mama D hooked it up as soon as I brought it home. She's made 2 pots in it so far. Working fine. I told her to do a product review on it. She said, nope, I'm making coffee. She ran almost a gallon of straight water through it to give it a little factory clean, you know, before she made the first pot. At least this one has the switch up on the top of it instead of down at the bottom. I think that was the problem, because you know, the bottom has a cover like a tray, and then the switch was all the way down at the bottom, so I think it just leaked, and when it filled up in there, it shorted out that switch. So this one at least has the switch on the very top where it won't be affected by water if it does leak, but it has a 3-year warranty, so we'll go from there. Always send his warranties in, folks. Hopefully all the time you never need them, but that one time you do, it could pay off. quiet Sunday, isn't it? Peaceful today. I didn't get to take my nap, but I have been resting. Catching up on my YouTube family out there, watching some videos. Welcome in. Oh, it is very hot in the truck. I've got the heater turned completely off. It says it's 37 outside, but you never know. Feels good in here. Now you watch tonight. By the time I get back home, the wind will be howling in. I think I could definitely rake the yard again. It's full of leaves. The local guys sitting there waiting for people to come ripping through that 35. Hopefully someone's here and they get here early. Putty Cat, are you still with us? Keith, are you still here? You guys with the bells clicked. You don't know how much I appreciate. I mean, that is just a little bit of effort that about 21,000 people don't do. I was up to 979 again. I think I'm back down to 971. So, picked up a few this morning and lost 5. When the sun goes down, they'll be grooving. Bumpity bump bump. I see no one, but that's okay. If anybody wants to, we can sit and chat. Well, someone's here, so maybe they're bowling. I know. But they are open, so that's a good thing. Come on, Buford. Good old Buford. I'm going to clean off a few of these here. Whoops. Lotto things. See how the luck is running. Crazy. My boss gave me a lottery ticket for work, on which I won $10. I traded that for 5 tickets and won $30. I traded, took that $30 and got 15 more tickets. I got like 5 entries and another $20, in which in turn I bought 10 tickets here. So we'll see if how long the Christmas luck will hold out. Charles, you got family coming to see you this season, or you guys got to try and get somewhere else? Or are you just going to have a nice, quiet one at home? Addicted? Come on. Welcome in, Styrofoam. Well, that's what we used to do for the last 5 years, but every year now, seems like more and more people are invited over. I mean, nothing wrong with it, I guess, but I just prefer quiet days. When I get a day off, I want a day off. Of course, I haven't decided yet. I may go hiking on Christmas Day, or definitely want to get one on the first day of the year. But with the holidays falling on Thursdays instead of Fridays, it makes it silly, but next year they both fall on a Friday. Most holidays fall on a Monday or Friday. Of course, except for Thanksgiving. It's got to be a Thursday. And what day was it? I think next July 4th is observed on the Friday the 3rd, and maybe June 19th. I don't know if that falls on a Wednesday or what, but I'd rather have a 3-day weekend than a day off in the middle of the week. But who knows? They may retire again and just have all day off, every day. So what have you been up to, Styrofoam? Work? Styrofoam, I need you to go over and watch my last product review. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but you got to drop a comment. That could be your Christmas present. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. small bag of cough drops here will get me through the week. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Christmas Day is looking like rain. Hello, Phil. Pea gravel. Pea gravel's under my foundation. DGA. Dense grade aggregate. How you doing, Phil? How was your Sunday? Rotisserie chicken and cigarettes? Well, there you go. I plan on having a little fire tonight if this drilling thing doesn't take me too long. When's the birthday again, Charles? I'm going to make people sing happy birthday to you. This Saturday, oh, that's right, the 27th, right in between. 28, such a young child. I can't remember what I was doing 28 years ago. What's the date on that 28 years ago? 97? Hard to say, man. Somewhere in the military, I bet. 98, yep. You're just hanging out, man. Thank you, Phil. The mods have really got their work cut out for them in here. Yeah. Yes, you were. My last child was born in 2002. One before that, 2001. And then 1995. So, a 95, a 90, an 89, and an 85. So I was here and there some places. 1998. I know where I was working in 98. I used to be busy, Phil. I used to be busy. Too many kids, no way. You can never have too many kids. Especially when they all turn out great. Yeah. everything. Man, so many things we've done that just pass us on by. If I was able to have a child right now, I would say, nope. Man, it is so crazy. I am at the bowling alley, Antwerp, Ohio. The Panorama. I'm going to go in here and drill up a bowling ball and get home and try to have a fire. Might as well make a little change while I'm out here, huh? Oh, I can't even, I don't scan them until after the live. I use the phone to scan them. I'm too lazy to scratch off the whole ticket, so. This video is sponsored by Great Stuff. Insulate around those windows and doors, guys. The mice love it. I'll have to scan them when I get out, Charles. Too many apps running. Well, I looked online a couple hours last night, a little bit this morning, trying to find a smaller camper and a different kind of vehicle to pull with. That's right. Peace out. I am here for the people. This old guy has walked around this park twice. And from the makers of coffee. Well, I don't know about that. I would definitely like to have something smaller. I'm thinking I don't want a dual cab, but you're welcome, Phil. Hello, Mainly. All we're hanging out, man. Going to drill up a bowling ball tonight. Trying to enjoy a little bit of a day off. But I've been out of the house 3 times. Got the fire pit ready. Well, yeah, I think a 1500 would be fine pulling a smaller camper. Probably would be all right pulling the camper I have. But I kind of want something maybe narrower and more built to go off-road a lot more. I definitely don't want nothing small that's got those silly looking pop-out tent windows on it. Not safe at all. At least a regular camper will give you a little bit of protection, but 1500 would be fine. Probably still be a 4x4. But I don't know. I think that I use the back seat a lot when I'm camping just to carry stuff. Hello, Biron. Thank you, brother. Running for president in 2028. Not really. But, yeah, I just want something a little more rugged. I mean, I would like to have an old, the old Chevy Blazers, about a 6-inch lift on it. I mean, the camper I have now is already raised 2 inches, got bigger tires on it for off-road, big knobby, so I just don't like the idea of, I'm talking about the old C10 Blazers, K5, whatever they were. The GMC's Lone Wolf McQuade vehicle. You know, I think they were bigger than the old Power Rams. And then sometimes I think maybe if I go with a van, but if you get a van, a cargo van with that four-wheel drive, that's going to cost you 40 grand. Yeah, the new Blazers are a little bit small. That's why we went with the Honda Pilot. So much more room in that thing. We got third row seats, and I don't think we've ever used the third row. Maybe one time. Pilots are great, and it says the pilot will pull my camper, but I don't want to spend $216 on a tow kit to try it out. And then again, I wouldn't want to take the wife's Pilot through the wood line either. Yep. It is definitely rated to pull it. But maybe I'll just get me an old, well, and that's the other thing, you know, I think about getting an older truck just to pull the camper, but as soon as I do that, then I'll know I want to be going 1,000 miles away and worrying about something break down. Of course, new stuff break down on you nowadays too, so. But anyhow, it's something to think about, and that may be my next adventure if I can't find land, but I'm already planning my 10-day, 30-night trip, or 30 nights, 10 different states. So, I'm going to stay in a different state 2 days, 2 nights actually, 1 day of travel in between. Yeah, the dealership wanted to sell me one of those, what are they, Colorados? Not having it. They want about 4 grand more for the Colorado than they want to give me for this truck. And then if I bought this same truck a year later, that's almost $14,000 more. I have seen some good looking Hondas and Toyota pickup trucks out there. And I thought maybe going with one of those, what are they, 4Runners? The little Toyota trucks that are made for camping, you know, with the pop-up tent on the top. That would be nice too, but then again, if you want to get out and see something, yeah, the Tacomas. You have to take everything with you. And then if you break down, you're broke down. So much to think about, man. I can get a 36-foot gooseneck for about $60K and just never look back. But then you have to off-grid in the middle of the desert because that's about the only place you can get them. Some of these campgrounds, you can't even get the big ones in anymore. Well, I thought about if I got something like a Tacoma, then I would do like Nomadic and get one of those cargo trailers, about a 12-foot or 14-foot, and make me a nice camper out of that. We'll see how it all works out in the future, folks, and of course, I'll take you along with me as I make the purchases and try out new ideals, and even if I tear something up. I love to convert a trailer, and then again, I would like to have what are the short buses they call them in school? About a 12-seat or something like that. I think that would be ideal if I had a tow hitch with a trailer that looked just like another bus, except for the front's cut off. Hello, good sir. How you doing? He's my doppelganger. Look at that, guys. I love it when the kids take the time to post my picture on their face. Thank you very much. Yeah, if I pull in a trailer, I want it to look just like whatever's pulling it. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, you get some of those and hook about 15 of them together. You could pull a whole caravan. Charles, I'll let you check him out there for me. Thank you very much. Wow, it is you. We are. If I turn my head just a little bit, we look just alike, man. You need to shave. Yep, I love the old Jeeps. I grew up, I probably had 15 different Jeeps. Hello, Osro, how are you? Osora. Is Osora a football fan? Yeah, that's what I thought. Somebody just wanted to get deleted, I guess. Is Osora, is that a soccer player? A bull rider or what? Yeah, it was fun in the snow. I had an old 81 model that I got stuck in a mud pit about 2.5 mile off-road. Four-wheel drive, just stopped moving. So pretty good walk back. About an hour and a half to find somebody to go in there and try and jerk her out, which I think we bent the back bumper and jerked the dry shaft loose in it, getting it out. So drug it out to the highway, and then another probably 35, 40 minutes having a rollback come and pick it up. I sold it as is. Probably would have cost me $2,000 to get it fixed back then. But alrighty, folks, I'm going to run inside here and see if I can get some things worked on here. But we'll catch you later, and that's why you're out there having fun. You gotta push them. You gotta find out what they're doing. So if you guys want to come back later on, I'm going to try to have a fire around 6:30 or 7. We'll see when I get home. So appreciate you hanging out. And Charles, make sure you pop in tonight and ask me how much I want. See you later, guys.